Oh, hi. This is my reaction to the Acheron Myriad Celestia. Enjoy me losing my mind over the crazy references to Honkai Impact Third and even Genshin, where I basically full on analyze every single frame. This whole thing was like 45 minutes long on stream, so you're welcome for cutting it down. I went a little crazy, but nonetheless, I hope you enjoy, and maybe my fellow Honkai Impact Third players and other Genshin players can at least understand what the heck I'm talking about. If you would like to see more things like this live, feel free to follow me over at twitch.tv/weepingwilllobo. Link will be in the description, and I hope you enjoy. Yeah, I guess we'll just get to it from here. I had it open in another tab, but it's fine.
Do you still remember why Izumo forged
Kyoden.
these blades?
Cleave across the transient worlds. Transient? Ringing bells.
Because in times past, when the Yao Yorozu no Kami descended here,
What?
they wrought death and disaster on this world and its people.
Okay, she literally has dark hair
To
now.
save the world,
Now she looks like her.
Izumo splintered 70,033 blades and forged them into the 12 Sentinels.
With 12 what? Sentinels? Is that what she said?
The first was truth, forged by the Sovereign of Revelation. It could teach mortals the way of the law and create miracles from the deconstruction of all things. The second was sky, forged by the eternal zenith. It could form
my
a
God.
barrier from the firmament and prevent the
I
inevitable
have so much to say that's not going to make sense to you guys.
The third was Howl, able to summon lightning to rend the heavens and meteors to rain down divine punishment.
Oh my
The
god.
fourth was Mist, able to break earth and tear cloud with biting wind and rain.
That one I'm not sure.
The fifth was Frost, freezing the land in an instant.
Oh my god, the tree.
The sixth was Fate, the restless cycle of
Whoa.
life and death. Then there was Flare,
Sacred
Calm,
Sakura.
Root, Form, Bind.
Honestly, it looked like
With those sentinels we seized on
that
times
other
of
little
victory,
tree in
winning
Inazuma,
victory
the big
after
one.
victory,
That
until
has those ropes around it.
Broken.
That sword, dude.
Price of every victory.
Dragonspine,
The world in
Dvalin's
its
house? Hang on, we're gonna have to go back.
And in the end, that entirety was lost.
Who is that speaking?
And so Izumo splintered 12 sentinels
Izumo?
and forged them
That
into
sounds
tomb bearers.
similar.
The first was Origin.
Origin.
The second was End.
Oh my god.
The world forged 70,047 blades,
Origin?
and only one could save Izumo.
Stop.
Does not exist. There is no trace of tomorrow.
Oh my
Resisting
goodness.
the Kamigami, humanity will eventually become Oni. We pawned everything, all for the destruction.
Wait. Did it just say Oni?
In times past, Takamagahara, upon which the Kami descended, was surely as beautiful as Izumo.
Izumo.
So, do you still remember why Izumo forged these blades?
Oh my god. And the blade forging?
because of a lie,
Dude.
an end that never existed.
The references to Inazuma.
We long since strode into their shadow. Each step forward one that we can never walk back.
Is that supposed to be Acheron? That's wild.
Until the last blade is forged into not.
Wait, what did that say? Where'd her horns go? Whoa. What am I looking at?
I knew this world was fleeting,
Bleeding.
and yet, and yet,
And yet what? Oh my god, that was juicy. Okay, well that was a lot. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna like click through the
Why?
visuals. Okay, so we start with this frame in the beginning, and then we see her like walking like this. Okay, I feel like I have to bring up the image of Chio now. So this is Chio. What was her? Mikoshi Chio. So you see the horns, the dark hair, and like the robe. I don't know what you call it, but this red and white. So if we go back, obviously like the horns are red and they're not like skin color. Okay, I'm also noticing we have a red sky, red moon, crimson moon. Sus. Okay, I don't know what to say about that. Okay, this right here, I'm gonna turn the captions on. The first was truth. So we have 3 main characters in Honkai Impact 3rd. I'm giving context, okay? We have Kiana, Raiden Mei, and Bronya. Bronya is most associated with ice, and this is very ice colored. But the main thing is that they said truth. I don't know. What are they even talking about here?
The first was truth, forged
Truth.
by the Sovereign of Revelation.
Sovereign of Revelation. I don't know what that means. The 12 thingies, the 12 sentinels.
Sentinels.
I don't know what that means. 12.
The first was truth.
12. 12 Hershers. Gasp. So truth. Bronya, her last battle suit that we got is Hersher of Truth, and you know, very much matches her color scheme and everything there.
Truth,
All right.
forged by the Sovereign of Revelation.
Now this image is wild. This kind of reminds me of Finality, but
It could teach
I'm not going to
mortals
get
the
into
way of
that.
the law and create miracles from the deconstruction of all things.
Okay.
The second was sky, forged.
Okay. So we have this image here of these like almost black hole looking things, right? With the little stars in the middle. Look at this. These are literally the same things. Literally. They're like spatial rifts, basically. Void is like very like space. That's literally the same thing. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, this is her ult, basically. But yeah, just okay. So she says sky, but you know, that has a lot to do with like space, and these appear in the sky, so
by the
I think
eternal
that
zenith. It could form a barrier from the firmament and
from the firmament. Okay, that's Genshin. Prevent the innumerable gods of misery from passing through. Oh my lord. Looks like the person from the first scene of Genshin. Yes. Yes. That has been a long-standing theory. That they are the same person. The next part.
The third was Howl. Able
Howl.
to summon lightning to rend the heavens,
That's a dragon.
meteors.
That looks a lot like Orobashi. It could be like a snake-looking dragon. Can't tell how long it is though. But the dragon in itself. This is Hersher of Thunder. Obviously, we have the horns, right? And they made a point in the special program of saying that the horns are different because they're different sizes, but like they did not look different sizes like earlier. But that blade, this blade right here, 7 Thunders of Retribution, Narukami, literally called Narukami, yes. So there's that. Here it is. Okay, but that's literally Raiden Boss. For real. Yes. That's what we've been saying. That's what we've been saying. But this blade, dude. I need a good look
Third
at
was
it.
Howl. Able to summon lightning.
This lightning blade, dude, it's literally that blade. Literally that blade. You can't convince me otherwise. And it's called Narukami and Grand Narukami Shrine and Narukami Island. Yes. Yep. Yep. And she's Raiden Mei. And this right here. That's right in A. Love that that came up for her Share of Thunder. And then yeah, this just looks like slain Orobashi. Hey, hi, Future Willow here. I forgot to point out, her Share of Thunder literally rides a dragon. For her alt, she has a dragon, Kurikara, and it doesn't look very similar at all, but you know, it's still a dragon. It does have the red color scheme though, so it does still fit. Dragon go burr. Okay, anyways, continue. This one I have not a clue. Oh, never mind, I'm back again. That's a lie. I completely forgot about Wendy and Venti. Yeah, so they both can kind of connect to this imagery here. Obviously those two are very much related before this anyways, so but yeah, obviously there's a lot of imagery here for like wings and wind, and they both have that same color scheme. Okay, anyways, now continue. I mean, obviously the color scheme is like animo. I mean, it reminds me of Xiao because it's kind of like spear shaped, but it doesn't look quite long enough. And the wings, obviously I'm thinking bird, dragon.
Break earth and tear
But
cloud with biting wind and rain.
oh, I see what you were saying with Dvalin. Oh my gosh, this almost looks like where we fight him. That like boss with the different platforms around it. Oh my god. Dude. This whole video is so spicy. Okay, now this one. So obviously, Yai Sakura, Yai Miko, you get the gist. This is her ice battle suit, and she has a sword that you can use on her. Yes, this is what I'm looking for, dude. Oh my gosh, can I get a better picture? Look, dude, the little ice crystals. That is, I'm gonna lose my mind. That's what that is. The frozen Naraka. I mean, obviously it looks a lot more icy, but you know, simplified.
Freezing the land.
Oh my gosh, the hilt. How it's like wrapped.
Freezing the land.
Oh my gosh. Okay, and this tree. This tree here from the Cat Island is similar. It just obviously doesn't have the rest of it, but it has, you know, you see how it has those like ropes around it? That tree that I'm thinking of also has the ropes around it, but it's, you know, it's got leaves and stuff. It literally, it's gonna bother me that I can't find a picture. But it literally looks just like that. Just like that. Yeah, it's like over here on the island, you know, like right there or there. Yeah, because you can totally see that small. Oh, hey, me again. So this is the tree that I was thinking of. It was literally killing me that I could not find a picture of it. Inazuma City. That's what it is. Tree with the rope around it. With the leaves. Pretty leaves. Very similar looking. Okay. Continue. Again. Moving on.
In an instant.
Okay. I feel like there has to be something here. We see this later in the video too. It looks like the death flower. All the like greenery is reminding me of Sumeru. But this flower reminds me of Blade from his trailer and stuff.
Cycle of life
Oh, and his alt. Yeah, this.
and death.
This, the death flower.
Then there was flare,
There was flare.
thought,
Thought. Root. What do these
Form.
mean?
bind,
Form?
maw.
Bind?
With those sentinels.
Maw? What?
With those sentinels.
What is maw? Why does that look so... Duh.
With those
Weird.
sentinels, we seized on tomorrow's expectation, winning victory after victory until.
All
Until?
of them were broken. The price of every victory was a world in its entirety.
Okay, so now the horns look two different sizes.
And in the end,
What did it say about Oni?
entirety was lost.
Entirety was
And
lost.
so Izumo
Izumo. What is Izumo?
splintered 12
Who is Izumo?
sentinels and forged them into two bearers.
Two bearers.
The
What does that
first
mean?
was Origin,
Okay, pause. Origin. So that's what it looks like. But you know, origin. That is our girl, our girly. Yeah.
Was end.
End. Finality. Be origin, end, finality. Yeah, man. Yeah. Things are connecting. It's
The
spicy.
world forged 70,047 blades, and only one could save Izumo.
Could save Izumo. Who
But
is
you and
Izumo?
I both know
Wait, is that her real name?
the road to salvation does not
Izumo.
exist. There is no trace of tomorrow.
Because they said Acheron was not her real name.
Resisting the Kamigami, humanity will eventually
Kamigami?
become Oni.
Oni. End? Will eventually become Oni. End? Why does that mean end? Oni? Confusion. And resisting the Kamigami. I need to look up these words, dude. Izumo is one of 2 planets circling a black great sun, a shadow of the Aeon of Nihility. The other being Takamagahara, or the Takama Divine Realm, in the past, near its end. A black great sun. Like that. Izumo Grand Shrine. I'm sorry, what? Etymology. Oh, this is like real world inspiration. So there is a real world Japanese shrine called Izumo Grand Shrine. Uyashiro. Interesting. So, I mean, it's sort of connected, but like very basically.
Humanity will eventually become Oni.
Oni. Why does that mean
You've
end
fought
parentheses?
Or for the destruction.
Wait. That image right there. Sorry. Okay. Obviously in that cutscene, we see, you know, basically the moments before her death. She was corrupted in some way. You see like the glowing from her eyes. I don't know, that just really reminded me of that right there. Just like parallels, you know?
Or for the destruction of 2 worlds.
Destruction of 2 worlds.
In times past, Takamagahara, upon which the Kami descended,
The Kami.
was surely as beautiful as Izumo.
I don't know what these words
So,
mean.
Do you still remember why Izumo forged these blades?
No.
Because of a lie.
Of a lie?
An end that never existed. We long since strode into their shadow.
There. Fine.
Each step forward one that we can never walk back.
Oh.
Until the last blade is forged into...
Life?
Not.
Not. Rubbish sword wielder. Oh, and the horns are gone. And she becomes blonde for some reason. I just noticed her hand. Look at her hand. Got like flowers on it. And it looks like almost dragon-esque. And just, yeah, dude. You said dragon spine earlier. That looks like dragon spine with the nail above it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't know what the rest of this imagery. And obviously there's a lot of lore involving like blade forging in
I knew this
Inazuma.
world was fleeting.
So there's that. I don't know much about that lore,
And
but
yet... And yet...
and yet what? What do you mean? Ooh. Oh my god. Oh, is this just literally what it says in the, yeah. Okay. Anyways, that was spicy. There's a character, or an NPC in Genshin, named Takizawa Kyoden. It's spelled a little differently, but like they just took out a single letter. Was a famous author in Inazuma of Toki Alley Tales. And that's like, I think that's what you find all the enigmatic pages for throughout Inazuma. Oh yeah. In Thai and German, oh, and Indonesian, that is how it's spelled without the U. Interesting. Interesting. Just, noticing. Okay. Last time, I swear. So, as I'm editing this, I thought of a few more things that I wanted to mention that I did not think of in the moment on stream. So, bonus. Love that. Number 1, the 12 Sentinels. Obviously, I was making connections to the 12 Hershers earlier on, but I did go back and read the description of the video because it was not exactly what was said in the video like I thought it was, because I didn't read it before for the sake of time, but I did go back and read it, and it actually details what these, sky, howl, mist, frost, what they are basically. So those first few were pretty obvious, right? So I looked up the actual list of each for sure because I don't have it memorized off the top of my head, So obviously we had Truth first, which I talked about. Bronya, Hersher of Reason or Truth. Sky, Hersher of the Void, number 2. The third was Howl, which the visuals made it obvious that it's, thunder basically. Fourth was Mist. Forged with the slain Everbreath, it could make winds break and shear the land for gales to rage forever unceasing. So Mist sounds watery, however, the visuals in that description are more along the lines of wind, which is number 4, Hersher of Wind. The 5th was Frost. Hersher of Ice is the 5th Hersher. 6th is Hersher of Death. 6th was Fate. Forged with the slain, spurned sister of mortality, it could make flowers bloom and cover barren graves for life and death to dance in a cycle and dissipate. So obviously very tied to death there. 7th, Hersher of Fire. 7th was Flare, and we saw the fiery looking sword. Forged with the slain Flamebringer, it could summon fires to burn down the very world, to torch the skies, and to char the earth. So that's self-explanatory. Now the 8th, Hersher of Sentience. Obviously it says here, able to read and manipulate others' minds on a large scale. So very thought-based. And the 8th was Thought, or Sentinels. So that makes sense. Now we have the 9th was Root. 9th, Hersher of Earth. That makes sense. Forged with the slain Father of Lands, it could command islands to float into the heavens for mountains and valleys to burst before armies. So that makes sense. The 10th was Form. Now, this word in and of itself, I didn't think much of. And the 10th is Hersher of Legion, which is obviously it says here 1,000 individuals, so it was a ton of people make up this one Hersher. And the 10th was Form. It could make the masses join in unity for endless forms to ebb and flow as one. That makes sense. Okay, and then obviously we have 11, Hersher of Binding. 11th was Bind. And next, the 12th, we have Hersher of Corruption. And that one was called Maw, which I said earlier, I have no idea what that means. But judging by the description, that very much connects, as it could corrode and age the very mortal world and make equal Kami and Oni. Corrode, I think, is the key word there. But and then obviously we have Hersher of Origin and Hersher of Finality, which are origin and end, bearers of the world's destiny. That makes sense. So not only that, but we see these sentinels represented as blades, right? And when the Hershers were slain, using their power, divine keys were created, basically weapons made from cores of defeated Hershers. Obviously, very connected, their blades, those are weapons, divine keys, those are weapons. It's just, it's so juicy. I also had to look up what the word Kyoden means, and just wanted to point out that the first thing that comes up, at least, the first 2 words are void and emptiness. I think that's pretty fitting, not only because of, Hersher of the Void, but also just nihility in general, that Aeon. So just an interesting connection I wanted to point out. Now, the next thing I wanted to talk about wasn't something that I connected the dots for myself. I saw somebody else point it out. I figured I'd throw it in here to go with the rest of what I pointed out. So there is a very significant song in Honkai Impact 3rd that plays during a cutscene, is very connected to Mei, and her whole transformation into Harsher of Thunder. So the main melody, I'll play it for you really quick. So that's the melody that I'm gonna talk about in the video towards the end, you know, when after you talk about all this craziness. I'm just gonna play it first.
Because of a lie. An end that never existed. We long since strode into their shadow.
I don't know if you could hear it there, but that was the same melody, which is, that's so crazy. That was something. So I guess this is where I'm gonna leave it. So thank you guys so much for watching and, you know, listening to me nerd out over lore and my silly little anime games. But yeah, I really enjoyed this trailer and I can't wait for Acheron's trailer as well, which should be soon. It's not already out by the time I upload this. But I will obviously check that out as well. So if you want to see my reaction to that, definitely follow me on Twitch because that's where I'll do it first. I appreciate you for sticking through this whole thing, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!